When people ask me where to live in Nashville, one of the first neighborhoods I always mention is 12th South. It's trendy, walkable, and packed with a ton of personality, but is it the right fit for you? In this video, I'm breaking everything down that you need to know before you call 12th South your next home. What's most important to you in a neighborhood? Is it walkability, charm, nightlife, or schools? Drop your top priority in the comments. I would love to know what matters most to you. 12th South is one of the most walkable and vibrant neighborhoods in all of Nashville, and it's just steps away from everything that you can imagine that you need to do. It blends a charm of historic residential streets with the new vibrancy of the commercial 1 mile strip. The community is active and visible. The neighborhood hosts events like the Halloween parade, home tours, and every Tuesday, Sevier Park hosts a weekly farmers market. There's a mix of people that live within the neighborhood between young professionals, families, downsizers, and people that are just seeking to have the historic charm of what 12th South is, but the proximity to downtown and all the things that have to do on that 1 mile strip. One thing I love most about this neighborhood is that I see young families all the time with their littles on their golf carts driving around the neighborhood. Although 12th South is one of my favorites, it may not be for you if you're looking for something with a ton of land, a little more quietness, and a little less hustle and bustle. It's ideal for people that want a little bit of live, work, play, because you can walk to all your local coffee shops, restaurants, you can shop, and also schools are nearby within walking distance. It also fits someone who's looking for the historic charm of the neighborhood. You also see a ton of renovated homes within this community and is also looking for that true neighborhood aspect and feel. Some of the trade-offs of 12th South can be the parking. There's a ton of people and visitors from out of state that like to visit 12th South on the weekends, so a ton of cars pile up in the front of your home through major streets of the neighborhood. Also, 12th South is one of the few neighborhoods in Nashville that has a median home price of over $1 million. So 12th South can be pricey, and prices are continuing to rise because 12th South is such a popular neighborhood for people to live in. On our current active listing side, median prices range anywhere between $1.35 million all the way to $3+ million. The average price per square foot is anywhere between $450 to $500. It definitely varies in ranges depending on what the specific home and listing is. The types of homes and architectural styles that you will consistently see within 12th South are the historic bungalows, the craftsman cottages, the early 20th century homes, and a lot of renovated historic homes as well. A fun fact that a lot of people don't know about 12th South is that it is preserved under a historic overlay for zoning. So a lot of these homes that you're seeing are just renovations. They're not new builds. Along with the majority of single family homes consisting this neighborhood, you will also find quite a bit of townhomes and very few condos. Lot sizes tend to be a little more modest with homes in the neighborhood. Deeper yards are rarer, side yards and vertical space matters the most. Because of development pressure and the high cost of labor, a lot of the newly renovated homes within the neighborhood have large footprints, and sometimes a lot of people can't justify and make up an amount of space like that. One of the biggest things I would tell you to watch out for in this neighborhood consisting to its real estate is that the barrier of entry and the cost of living here is super high. It's became a very premium neighborhood to live in. By the way, if you do not know who I am, my name is Sam Gray. I'm a realtor here based in Nashville, Tennessee, and specialize in the 12th South neighborhood. And I love to help people find the right fit in neighborhood, invest, and relocate to Nashville. If you're enjoying this breakdown, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss another one of my videos. And if you're watching on your TV, make sure to scan the QR code on the screen to connect with me directly. Now let's keep going. The amenities and access to this neighborhood is that 12th South is really a mile-long strip of your favorite retail, restaurant, and many specialty services. You'll find many boutique stores like Draper James, White's Mercantile, and Emerson Grace. There's so many local boutiques that consist within 12 South, but there's a lot of national names that are anchored here in this neighborhood. There's so many local things happening within this neighborhood, like a ton of live music pop-ups, Sevier Park, and there are a ton of foot traffic just with it being such a walkable and attractive neighborhood. Most of the traffic that happens within 12 South is on the weekends. A lot of tourists and people like to travel to 12 South. So a lot of the stuff that's happening is on the weekends, and during the week it still stays pretty quiet. The proximity to major corridors is that 12 South is 10 minutes south of downtown Nashville proper. 12 South is also super close to neighborhoods like Oak Hill and Green Hills. That said, rush hour is also a major thing within this neighborhood. 12 South itself becomes very congested along with a lot of its side streets. Public transit becomes very limited, although there is a few bus stops along the 12 South Street. It heavily relies and depends on the walkability, the foot traffic, and if you're traveling by car. As mentioned earlier, one of the biggest issues to 12 South is parking constraints and the lack of parking. A lot of the parking has turned into premium and paid parking, which has been incredibly frustrating. And a lot of people like to park along the busiest and the best streets within 12 South. Some of the most notable and famous spots within 12 South, this is an inside exclusive. The Dolly Parton complex is located within the neighborhood. It's not available for public use or touring, but it's a local staple that people often appreciate and also do not know about. Throughout most of the week and the weekend, I actually spend time myself in 12 South, so some of my favorite spots that you should definitely check out is Frothy Monkey for coffee, Edley's Barbecue, and Buck Mason. Also, since 12 South is just steps away from Belmont University's campus, a great sports bar to go to is Bottle Caps. You'll see a lot of college kids there, as well as a lot of locals that live within the neighborhood. So does 12 South sound like your vibe, or would you rather be more in a quiet suburban area outside of the city? Let me know in the comments. I can point you in the right direction. For more videos about Nashville neighborhoods and what it's really like to live here in Nashville, make sure to check out one of these videos around me on the screen. Thanks for watching. I'm Sam Gray, and I'll see you in the next one.